With over 275,000 miles on our current truck, we're in the market for a much-needed upgrade to tow our home on wheels.
Our new life is on that lot.
It's somewhere.
If you're new here, we're Kalyn and Joseph, and for nearly 6 years, we've been traveling across the US and Canada with our rescue pup Trinity and rabbit Cody. We thought we knew exactly which truck we wanted. How's it feel?
It already feels larger and I haven't moved at all.
But in a twist of fate, we ended up with something completely different, yet it checks every box on our must-have list.
Ooh, I like it!
That's an engine.
Good job. Watch as we hitch up for our first travel day, feeling like total newbies again, and scramble to change plans when an unexpected Florida heat wave throws us a curveball.
We have a bit of a timing issue though.
We made it to another free campsite in Florida as part of our cheap or free Florida RVing series. This one is called Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area. It's about 20 minutes south of St. Cloud. So you have to go up there for like stores and all the things. So it's a little bit out of the way, but it's really nice. There's a road kind of going in between the two camping areas. I don't know that there's so much carved out spots. There are some fire pits, so if you see one, that's definitely a spot to go to. But I think some people here are making their own spots because I did hear a weed eater yesterday. Now this spot is run by Florida Fish and Wildlife, so you do need that management permit. We got the annual permit back when we stayed at Babcock Webb Campground, so that's $29 for the year. So I'm calling this one free because I'm applying the $29 to that one.
We couldn't find a posted stay limit anywhere, so we're going by the rule of 14 days, so we'll be here for 2 weeks and then head on out. Cell service, Verizon only has like a bar, but Starlink, look at this. You've got no trees hardly anywhere, so we're getting great Starlink speeds. And this one doesn't just have a portage on, it's got a full-on pit toilet.
Funny thing about the Starlink didn't work when we first got here. So I don't know if we shared this in another video. Why are you running around?
Because I gotta get the cord.
I was gonna share with you the cord. I don't think we had shared that the cord was laying against like what, the furnace thing, and it melted. And so it's been working for a few months, but then
This is what it looked like.
It didn't. Do you see that? It started sloughing off and everything. So the first full week that we were here, we had to go to coffee shops and libraries until we could actually get a new Starlink cord to replace it. Those things are expensive, you guys. $139 for cord, but we're back in business.
Flush mount ceiling fan. Sorry, I'm just looking at these to see if these are anything.
So we're doing a thing today.
We're doing a thing, cleaning out the truck.
Yeah,
that's what
we're
doing.
just detailing everything about the truck. Do you want to announce it?
We're getting a new truck.
We're getting
Hopefully.
a new truck, finally!
We haven't actually test driven it yet, which is the thing that has me most concerned.
We're kind of driving 2 hours to go see it.
And I'm not sure the truck will make it 2 hours back if we don't buy it. So we're kind of possibly putting ourselves up a creek without a paddle, but we've been in negotiations with this dealership about this specific truck. It looks like it checks all our boxes.
And it's different than what you think.
It's, yes.
Very different. This is embarrassing. Okay. I'm just gonna dump everything on the ground right now.
Okay. Found a sock.
A sock?
A sock. It was behind the
Is it
the
yours,
seat. Probably
though?
from some random laundry day.
Are you leaving this in here?
Yeah, because that's the Super Glide hitch.
The hitch, yeah. That's the other thing. We don't actually need a hitch.
I found another sock. Another couple socks.
Did they match at least?
These two match. It's a pair.
Guys, this is embarrassing.
That's a lot of stuff in the truck. Well, hey.
We're committing to be better, right?
I will say a lot of this stuff is tool oriented, which the next truck solves some of that too. You behave, Trin.
Now, getting the information on this truck has been a process. This guy is always so calm and cool and collected, and I have never seen him so frustrated than when talking with a dealer.
I feel like I was downright angry.
He was so angry, he was like shaking when he was talking on the phone.
There is incompetence, and then there's what I am going to coin sticker incompetence, because trucks have, sorry, the brakes are making such a loud noise right now, I just need, so trucks all have a payload, how much you can carry, and it varies specifically from not just model of truck, but specific truck to specific truck based on how much the truck weighs, how much it can carry. And there's a sticker in the door jamb that says what your exact truck model can carry. And I simply asked this dealership, can you send me a picture of the sticker? I need to know the payload info. And he shot back, it's 7,500 pounds. This is not a dually, it's a single rear wheel truck. And no single rear wheel truck that I know of has a payload capacity that high. So
I have to interrupt here,
okay,
because we already have people in the comments who are like,
we know it's not a dually.
You're gonna be okay. Continue.
All right, we can continue. So I was like, I know it's not going to be that high. I'm looking for a truck in the 4,000 range. So if you're right and I'm wrong, I'm happy. I'm thrilled to have an SRW that is 7,500 pounds. But if you could just send me a picture of the sticker so that you can confirm it, I'd be great. And just a couple minutes later, he fires back a text. I confirmed it's 7,500 pounds, no picture of the sticker. And at this point, I'm like, this guy is literally just Googling this make and model of truck and coming back with that number, because that's what you do. If you Google it, it says 7,500 pounds with a little asterisk, and the asterisk says if properly equipped, and properly equipped means a dually. I was so mad. So I found out that this truck wasn't actually on their lot, it was on a sister lot. And so I was like, can you have somebody from the sister lot take a picture and send it to me? And that's when I had a phone call, and that's when Kalyn saw me angry, because he was giving me the runaround. It had been more than a day, by the way. This had been like 36 hours at this point. And he goes,
it needs to be a senior management salesperson who goes out and takes the picture.
And I lost it. I was like, sir, you can hand your phone to a clerk and they can go out and take this photo.
Right,
That's
like,
literally all I need.
What type of clearance level do you need to take a photo of a sticker?
And I was like, is it on this lot? And I named a city, Titusville, which is where we're going. He's like, it's on that lot. I said, okay, thank you. I'm going to work with them directly.
Actually, he hung up on you.
He hung up on me before
Yeah.
I had the chance to
Yeah.
hang up. So I called this other dealership. I said, hey, you have this truck on your lot. Here's the price I'm looking to get it for. I have this trade-in. I just need a picture of the sticker. The dude sent me like a highlight reel of the truck within 10 minutes.
It has music on the video.
And a photo of the sticker, which confirmed it was not 7,500 pounds. I may or may not have sent a photo of that sticker to the first salesman, just with stuff circled.
Needless to say, we're much, much happier with this dealership.
The salesman's been awesome.
Yeah, so glad the commission is going to him. Deep breaths, babe. Deep breaths.
I was getting worked up just thinking about it.
I know, you're starting to get a little red. Got another toll.
We have to remember to take our sun pass
I know.
off. Otherwise, whoever's test driving the car is going to go.
They're going to be very excited. It's just going to constantly keep, because it's on auto replenishment. So it's just going to keep going. That is one thing, and I will add this to our final totals. I can't give it to you right off the top of my head, but because we're doing Florida for cheap or free, we're keeping track of how much we're spending on activities and lodging. I do think at the end of this series, we're going to total up everything we spent in tolls, because I think if you're spending more than a month, I would say, in Florida, when you say like...
It depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Like if you're going near any of the big cities, Tampa, Orlando, Miami, you're going to end up hitting some toll roads most likely. And we did something this last weekend where we were on toll roads constantly, and we spent like literally $20 in tolls.
I have it to auto replenish when it gets down to like, I put $10 on it every single time. And I went to check in on our finances and I just saw SunPass $10, SunPass $10, SunPass $10. I was like, what? Like, who got a hold of our truck?
Nope, we were
and
just
it was just us. So anyway,
roads.
yeah, I guess it really depends on where you're going to decide whether or not it's worth it to you, but we'll kind of give you like where we ended up in Florida at the end of our entire series and how much we spent on tolls. Because I think that's important to know if you plan to come to Florida and RV Florida, where the more axles, the more expensive you're gonna pay in tolls.
That's Honda. Not the VOGC.
Yeah, we don't want a Honda. We didn't get a Honda.
Although the picture was taken out in front of the Honda of the truck. All right, here we
This
go.
is what we want. Our new life is on that lot.
It's somewhere. I don't see it yet, though.
Can you park here?
That's for cars they're selling, I feel like.
Oh. Well, they're eventually going to sell this one.
Well, eventually. It needs some work first. We're just going to work our way to the back here. Man, their lot is crowded.
All right, what is the final mileage?
277,702.8.
Wow. And we started this at like 136.
So we doubled it, doubled the mileage in 6 years.
Wow, that's intense.
So you may have noticed we're in a GMC lot. We're not sticking with a Ford, and we're not going with a Dodge. I'm just gonna stop beating around the bush and show you the highlight reel that the salesman sent me. When we found this truck online, it started checking off all the boxes. And honestly, other than Stickergate, it has been just perfect. It's got the towing capacity that we want. It has the payload capacity that we want for a future RV. And it even checks the boxes of the things that weren't quite as important, like a sunroof, a backup camera, and stuff like that. So, oh, and I didn't tell you, it's only got 41,000 miles on it. So if we put the same number of miles that we put on this truck on that truck over 6 years, it's still gonna be under 200,000 miles.
Now, obviously on paper and via what we've seen in terms of pictures and videos, it looks great, but we still have yet to test drive it. So that's why we're here. We're hoping it works out because this would feel like a huge bummer, and I think we'd be stuck at Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area forever.
For a long time.
That's it. Wow. Looking snazzy. I love the color. I have to say, doesn't this look heavier duty?
Well, it
than
is. We have a 250, which would be a 2500 in this model, and this is a 3500.
And I
It is
think
a bigger truck.
like, since we've been learning more about payload and towing capacity, I think we were definitely over on, he's laughing, on the one that we currently have.
So they mentioned that it smells, that the previous owner had a dog. I can tell the previous owner had a dog.
You can?
But it's not bad. Leather seats.
Wow, this is nice. We are not leaving our truck in this great condition.
For them?
Yeah. Joseph didn't detail it.
I did not detail it. I didn't even wash it. Oh wow, this is nice.
Ooh, I like
this.
You get to push a button.
This feels too nice.
I know, this feels weird. Like, we're not allowed in this truck.
All right, we can't go anywhere yet because he still has to
gotta come with us.
Put tag. No, well, I don't know if he has to come with us, but he has to put license on it.
Ooh, I like it.
Sunroof.
That's what I really, really wanted. We've got buttons up here.
Hold up.
We've got a screen here.
I'm gonna pull forward just a bit to let this guy out. Do you want to shut that door? Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me.
Yeah, sorry, we're just driving off with the truck.
Yeah, I'm just trying to let people
It's not
through.
like we told them we're YouTubers, but we didn't tell them what our channel was.
No. Yeah, we can still escape. While we're waiting for him on tags, let me show you some other things this has.
Do you want me to come out?
Yeah, come out.
Okay.
How do I open this? I don't know how to open the tailgate.
Don't break it.
Oh, there we go. So it's a long bed pickup, and we have a sliding hitch, so we don't need a sliding hitch. This already comes with a fifth wheel in there. And it's got the cover.
I like that.
And it's got a toolbox.
Oh yeah, toolbox. Joseph's very excited about that one.
Very excited. It's already got this for the 7-pin. Not sure what this is on the other side. Oh, it's got a normal plug.
And did you see, like, these are around the truck too, where you can use them to kind of step up
Yes.
into the truck?
And we're staying in the silver family. We had kind of a grayish silver. Now we have a shiny silver.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a scratch.
They better take $500 off of that. Right there. He didn't tell us about
He didn't
no
tell
scratch.
me about the scratch. I really don't think we can complain since we're giving him a truck with no front brakes.
A truck that we just basically limped here, and we're praying that it would make it to the lot.
So bad.
So we've got lots of space for Cody on the floor, space for Trinity up here. They're trying to make it smell clean.
Yep. That's an engine.
Good job.
Thanks. I have exhausted my knowledge.
Honestly, a Chevy was not on our radar. We were so focused on, like, okay, we really want the Ram 3500, single rear wheel, like, we had all the specs. It was very hard to find one. They were like in 3 other states that were thousands of miles away. This one popped up, and actually we had a reader tell us about a Chevy truck, like, have you considered them? And we started looking at them, and that's where we found what seems to be the perfect truck. But I think we're ready to test drive it, so we'll give it a whirl. So he's not coming with us?
He's not coming with us. He found out we're on YouTube and doesn't want to.
The other guy, when we were looking in Lakeland,
oh man, he
had to come with us.
Yeah. I've got to figure out how to. Nope.
Are these seats heated?
I believe so.
Ooh, I like that.
There we go.
And they're squishy.
Do you see this? Do you see this?
What?
It's got an exhaust brake. That means like going down hills and stuff. It saves your brake pads because it's like an engine brake. All right, so I've got the keys in here.
We gotta get the air on.
Yep. Okay, 41,645.
Oh, look, it gives you a little warning. Focus your attention on driving.
We have a full tank of gas. Oh, speaking of gas, guys, I did my thing. There's like less than a quarter tank of gas left in the Ford. And it's not like I'm being nefarious, it's just that that's where it was because I run it that way.
Oh, and
All
why
right.
fill it all the way up when you're just gonna trade it in? Which we are getting a trade-in on our old truck, a very, very small number, but
that's actually another issue with that other dealership because these guys gave me a trade-in value within Kelley Blue Book. The other dealership was below
Yeah.
Kelley Blue Book.
yeah, and basically was like, didn't believe in Kelley Blue Book. That's kind of how
Yeah.
he made it sound.
Yeah, Kelley Blue Book
Yeah.
doesn't buy
Okay,
vehicles.
Don't get worked up. Okay. This already, you're driving this a lot more confidently than the dually that we drove
100%.
a few weeks ago.
It's a little bit longer. It's a little bit higher. But yeah.
Here we go.
This truck feels good.
I think he's in love, folks.
Do you notice how quiet it is
very,
in here?
very quiet.
Like, we can like talk in the truck and not shout. When I'm hitting bumps, I need to find some speed bumps. Speed bumps in the Ford were just like kaboom, kaboom. Did you feel
Ooh.
like
We just hit a really big bump, and that was like nothing.
we are in a parking lot? There's some good empty space down here.
Curb!
We're not gonna show that. I honestly think this turned sharper than the Ford did.
Really?
Yeah. I know the 450s, we don't have a 450, has a super sharp radius, but I felt like we turned in about 2 lanes of traffic right there, minus the traffic. Do you want to drive?
No.
Okay.
I want to drive when we're not filming.
Okay, sounds good.
You gotta let me in. There we go. So what are we thinking?
It's as expected. It's actually better than expected, I
Good.
think. I think I was expecting to have a couple red flags show up as I was looking at. I do want to crawl under when we get there, just kind of looking underneath, because I see if there's wear on the cab mounts. There shouldn't be at 41,000 miles.
Yeah, because this is a very big purchase. Like, we do not have any payments. This would be our first payment in 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I'm happy with the price. That's the thing. So we spent so much time on shopping and we couldn't find anything that checked our boxes for the price that we wanted. We could have gotten a new Ram, but it didn't have some of the stuff we wanted for the price, or if it had the stuff we wanted, it was too expensive.
Or it was
And
out of state.
Then this one popped up, and like I said, it just checked all the boxes right away, and I'm thrilled.
That's similar to how we found our current rig, though. Like, I literally had a list of things that I wanted in an RV, and when my mom said that a friend of hers was looking to sell their fifth wheel and we should come take a look, I didn't have high hopes. So then I walked in and I was like, that box is checked, that box is checked, check, 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 checks all around. And so that's what makes me feel like really confident that this is the right truck for us.
And guys, this is the right truck for you guys watching us too, because there is one feature of this truck that I haven't told you about, and that is that I believe the gas tank is 36 gallons, which means we can get 360 miles on a travel day, which means we don't have to fill up on a travel day, and y'all don't have to see me like run the tank empty because I don't want to make multiple fuel stops when I'm towing an RV. So you guys win too. Thank you. You're in your new truck.
That was a process. You're the official owner. He
Yeah.
purposefully left my name off of it.
I did not.
Let's go to this barbecue
BB
place.
Rad's Coastal, we're gonna celebrate
Yeah.
by spending more money.
Yep,
We're gonna try this. BB Rad's.
Coastal Barbecue.
It's 1 minute away.
Okay.
Okay.
There's our truck way back there.
That's not our truck. This is our truck.
Say goodbye. You have any feelings? Any last words?
I don't. Good riddance, honestly.
We were saying we actually do not feel, I don't know, nostalgic towards this truck. I mean, it was the first truck. It got us to Alaska.
It got us 6 years of great, you know, but
Yeah,
I think the fact
we're done
that
with
past, I think this is a salesman. I think the past 2 years we have really been like frustrated with the truck.
Currently doing the stupidest part of this process.
I thought the stupidest part was cutting the fuel line. So the frustrations overcame the memories.
Yes.
Let's get some barbecue. Five stars from me.
Yes, that was delicious. Honestly, if you're buying a truck, I feel like you have to do like ribs or pulled pork or something like that.
Something.
So it was a perfect celebration.
But I'm so grateful that we were able to find a truck. We have been searching like probably for the last few months. We knew it was coming and then it just kind of hyped up in the last couple of weeks. But
it's just a relief to have it off the list.
And hopefully nothing goes wrong between now and
whenever.
Yeah, hopefully we make it home. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It looks capable. We made a little snack before hitting the road today. It's a travel day for us. We've shared this recipe before, but this is apple nachos, and this is why we go through chocolate chips and peanut butter so often. But it's so good. Oh, I'm gonna lose some chocolate chips. Oh. So I'm trying to eat this before we go to the truck, but
I'm taking my strawberries to the truck.
You're gonna eat strawberries in the truck?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna just sit here and eat.
I guess it's all over then. We're just eating in the truck. It lasted a day of not eating in the truck. So are you done with these?
Yes, I'm done with the strawberries. We can put the peanut butter away. I'll eat these last two crackers. I probably will avoid like crummy foods in the truck just because like if it's a crummy food, it's everywhere if I'm eating it.
Here's the thing. How do you eat popcorn? Because that's the telltale sign of whether you should eat in a truck or not. Because if you just eat like a few little kernels, pop them in very nicely, fine. This guy, I love him to death, but it's always a handful.
Oh, Trin gets that peanut butter though. Somebody asked us why we don't like melt the peanut butter with the chocolate. It's so that Trin can enjoy the extra melted peanut butter.
Are you done? You really cleaned that up. I think we can just put it back
in the cabinet.
Have you looked at the back of your shirt?
It is. We're just going like unshaved, greasy. We're just going with it today. Let's grease her up.
You just do it right on the plate?
Yeah.
Oh. You ready to go? This is your first travel day in the truck. Let me get your clip on. There we go. Okay, you can go. Come on, let's get into the new one. It's actually got extra steps for you, so it shouldn't be as difficult. There you go. There you go, you can do it. There you go, you can do it. Up here. Good job. Good job.
All right, we ready to hitch up?
We are. I just need to, do you have anything else inside?
I don't, just my water.
Okay, I will grab that and just do a quick double check. Water, strawberries, and your phone.
And this is where we get to the biggest concern with the new truck, and that is the truck is a little bit higher. We haven't hitched it up to the rig yet, so we're not sure if it's gonna cause the rig to be too high in the front and need adjustments. We're not going super far today, so as long as it clears, even if we're a little bit heavy on the back axle, I'm just gonna go with it because we have to get to where we're going on a timeline, but it could mean upgrades for the RV in the future. We'll see. Holler at me if it looks like I'm gonna hit something.
Okay. It's looking good.
Okay. Yeah?
The plate is going down like I think it should be.
Yep, and I'm straight on. So let's back up and see what happens.
This kind of feels like the first time we
Oh
hooked
my,
up
it
6
feels,
years ago.
Yeah.
It's good. Keep going. Keep going a little bit more. Oh. I didn't hear a click.
It doesn't click.
It doesn't click?
This one doesn't click.
Oh, but I like the
I
clicking
know.
sound.
This one just, those jaws close. Oh yeah, the jaws are closed.
It's good?
Yeah, we're around it. So we slide this in and then put the safety underneath. We are officially hooked up for the first time with this setup. And so far, actually, there's good clearance here. I was worried it was gonna tilt and be down on this. We'll see what happens when we actually raise the front legs.
As I was watching it from back there, the front of the RV did look a little high. It wasn't terrible, but it is higher than the previous setup.
I was expecting it to be a lot higher, honestly. Like I was kind of worried that it was gonna be a major issue. I think we can actually fix this by either adding a leaf spring to the RV, which I wanna redo the suspension on it anyway, or possibly simply just by lowering the pin box a little bit.
So far so good.
With 100 miles under the belt, I have to say this thing's towing like a dream. I'm actually kind of worried because every time I would hit a bump in the old truck, I would feel it. Like, Kayla and I would both look at each other and go like, "Urgh!" I'm actually afraid I could damage the RV now because every time I hit a bump on this, I hardly feel it, which means I could hit a bump at a higher rate of speed than I would have on the Ford. But
So you're just gonna go flying now? Is that what you're saying?
That's my concern, is that I'm not gonna be as aware of the RV and its suspension on hard bumps just because I'm not feeling and hearing everything that I did in the truck. But
So is that the only difference?
oh, it's so smooth. I will say that fifth wheel hitch is more solid than the sliding hitch. You could just feel a little bit of, you know, movement with the sliding hitch. So everything is a lot quieter. All in all, it's just towing everything really perfectly.
One of the things that we're doing in Florida is trying to RV it for as cheap or free as possible. And so that means trying to stay in places that are free, like boondocking spots. And Florida has surprisingly a good amount of them. So that's where we just stayed. And we had one on the agenda. I had reservations for one that we're gonna head to today. But as of 2 hours ago, we changed plans. The direction we are headed is further south. And the further south you go in Florida, the warmer it gets. It's about mid-February as we're filming this, and it is gonna be close to 90, if not touch 90 this next week. And we also have some things planned that we can't take a Trinity to, and Cody obviously pretty much always stays in the RV. So we're very worried about leaving the pets if we're at a place that has no hookups. So despite us wanting to stay at another free location, we are paying for full hookups. Amazingly, by some reason, we were able to get full week at one place, and the price is pretty decent. So we're excited to show you that in the next video. So make sure you're subscribed so you can find out how much we actually paid. It's a really, really good price. We have a bit of a timing issue though. We didn't realize that they said check-in is between 1 and 4 p.m.
Right.
And let me show you our arrival time. 3:54.
And normally with RV time, I would say that's not even possible because if you're on a highway, we don't go the speed limits. However, we are on Florida back roads, and I actually do go the speed limit on the back roads. So, oh, it just dropped to 353.
Oh, good. Maybe we can make up some time.
It's because I hit that light and it was green. They were expecting me to hit a red light there.
You hit a red light.
I did. Oh, it just went back to 354.
We're back to 354. Our current arrival time is 3:59. We're gonna make it before 4, just barely. So hopefully they aren't too mad at us.
I do not like this.
Oh my goodness. Definitely one lane. Our arrival time was way too close for comfort, but we made it, rolling into the campground right at 4 p.m. After check-in, we got settled in for a full week with full hookups, which is a very rare treat for us.
There you go. Good girl.
Be sure to tune in next week to see where we're staying and what we paid. We'll also reveal a secret addition to our RV setup, tackle one of the most frustrating daily inconveniences in our 20-year-old rig.
Can't make her happy. She's not happy when my clothes are right there. She's not happy when they're up here. She wants them in there and in the bag.
Because if streamlining this system isn't adulting, what is? And take you to a one-of-a-kind place where we got up close with some incredible rescue animals.
They don't have any leather heads because the tanks...
Leatherbacks. For completely free. Hi. Thanks for riding along with us, and we'll see you next week.
Hey,
Go.
Trin.